Well, that's real original.
That's really original.
Oh, that's real original.
The Real Original Podcast. All right, we're back. We're on.
We're so back.
No, we've never been. We never has
left.
Been.
We never left. We can't be back because we haven't left.
Nope. Welcome back to the Real Original Podcast.
Yep, today we're doing something a little special.
Yeah. Good morning, Teej.
Yeah.
By the way, first off.
Well, it's not morning anymore, but
Oh,
good
yeah.
morning to
Good
you
afternoon.
as well.
How was the breakfast?
It was
I spent
great.
2 hours
Yeah.
cooking.
He's slaving over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a
Thank you.
housewife. Speaking of housewives, today we are doing a guest episode because why not?
Yep.
We're trying it out. And the one we have on is kind of obnoxious, but also kind of cute. But all right, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kaya, and I am Hector's wife.
Unfortunately, yes, those are true words. She's here today to ask us some questions and be a nuisance to us.
So I'm interviewing you guys.
I don't know. We don't know how this is going to work, so.
You came prepared with a couple questions, I think.
Yeah. My first question I have is, what got you guys interested into starting a podcast?
I'd say we just listened to them before. Like I think it was like 2017 I listened to my first one. And it was kind of cool. I don't know.
Was that Time Suck?
Yeah, it was Time Suck.
All right. I would say it's like based off of our dumb, awesome conversations that we're like, dude, we need to be recording this.
Yeah, we kind of started saying that a few years back. Like when we were having those kind of conversations, like we should record these. These are this gold.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there. Nobody's ever gonna hear it. It's just out there in the ether.
Untampered gold mine of dumb conversations.
Oh yeah. So it's just kind of, and then we were thinking we should try it someday.
Yeah.
It took us a few years, but we did finally.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Like uploading and that kind of thing.
It was fun. It's just fun to do.
Yeah. I think it's like really good creatively for both of us to put some effort into.
Yeah, I think so.
Put some energy into something to look forward to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving it. I don't know about you.
Kaya, what brought you to talk onto our podcast?
Actually, this was completely last minute, to be
Don't
honest.
mention the money. Just kidding.
There's no money involved, just to let you all know.
There might be a pallet of cash somewhere in a secret storage container. But
No.
we don't know about that.
Yeah.
No.
We don't know anything
a
about
whole pallet
that.
of it.
No, I just got asked if I wanted to do this, and I said sure. And then, like 5 minutes before this recording, I was told to have a few questions to ask. So,
We asked you. I think it was you begging us to be on here.
excuse me.
Can I be on, please?
No, I said I'm either on this or you tell me I need to leave and I'll go do my own stuff. So here I am now.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for taking your time out of your very busy day that you make busy.
Honestly, I'd just be listening to a different podcast right now or watching YouTube. So that's
Oh,
what
you
I
didn't
do.
even listen to our podcast. That's sad.
I do
Jeez.
listen to your guys' podcast.
It should be exclusive though. You shouldn't be hoeing around on your podcasts listenings. You know?
I listen to a bunch of podcasts, and I love listening
You're giving
to podcasts.
everyone else the views, I see.
No.
Yeah, you're hoarding the views for everybody else.
Yeah, not even your own husband.
I do. I do listen to you guys.
Every once in a while.
That's a bunch
I think
of
it's
garbage.
more.
Speaking of being
I think
busy.
it's more Hector listening to you, but.
No, that's not true.
Speaking of being busy, why is it that you clean so much?
I feel like that's just the way how I cope with my anxiety and stress. Probably not the healthiest way, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
One of these days, you just got to get the house really messy on purpose and leave it like it.
Just
So
to see what
Actually,
it's like.
the
So you
house
kinda
was
feel- feel, I don't know. Maybe that'll get you out of it, some exposure therapy or something.
Yeah. I was talking last night, and I was like, I can't remember what we were talking about, but I was telling her about being single and like how to enjoy it. And I was like, man, I wish I would have done that. Like, I want to just go get McDonald's and leave the bag on the table overnight, and put my jacket on the couch and leave it there. Like,
For most of us, the bag sits on there for a week or two on the table, and then gets joined by other ones.
yeah, throw a Wendy's bag up there, Dairy Queen fries tray and all that.
It only gets thrown out once it starts stinking. So
Maybe for you, but not for me.
All right, so my second question I have for you guys are, what are some of your guys' favorite memories together?
Do you want to start, or do you want me to?
You start.
All right, there's a bunch. We have a bunch together, especially in the last few years. We started hanging out a bunch. There's been some really good times. I'm trying to think of like pinpointing a favorite one.
I know the Dunes is always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we always go as a group, so.
That was fun, but I like. There's just been some times around here too, even where we just hung out or did something that was awesome. Like trying to think of. There's been a couple days where we went fishing and I loved it.
Oh yeah.
Like the day that we were supposed to go to Thermop and you were 2 hours late to picking me up, and I was mad at first. And then we went down there and it was awesome, and I felt so much better at the end of the day.
Yeah, we did have a good day that day.
Yeah, that ended up being fun.
Oh yeah.
And then, oh man, there's a bunch of them. I could think back to the lake.
Yeah, the little tykes. Yeah.
Yeah, except it was more you and our cousin were closer than you and I were, but.
Oh yeah, back then, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't really see you much, really.
Yeah, now we're tighter than bark on a tree. But
Yeah.
I would have to say something within the last few years. It might have been when we went to Billings and we dressed really nice, just for fun, just to screw around, and then we listened to Russian dance, like Russian club music on the way home, in the Subaru.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. That was a fun day.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, something within the last few years for sure.
It was cool when we were at like your mom's old place, and it was like super hot in there, and we were just watching movies and shit, and had the windows open when it was dark.
Yeah.
It was in the middle of the summer, so it was still hot outside.
Yeah.
We tried to get some fans going, but didn't do much anything. But
those times were pretty good.
Oh yeah, those were fun.
Yeah, I was jobless going to school.
I was only making $14 an hour, but I didn't have any bills, so I had to spend it on whatever I wanted.
For like a month straight, all I had was peanut butter banana protein shakes.
I remember when you were making
once
those,
a day.
Yeah.
That's all I would eat.
Oh.
For like a month.
Oh yeah, you get that little blender, the little portable blender.
Yeah, that thing was awesome. She made me get rid of it.
Oh.
Why did you do that?
It wasn't working at all.
It worked just fine.
Okay, so let's do a little flashback here, because I made you get rid of the blender after you told me you wanted me to make soup for you. And I was like, babe, we don't have a blender. You're like, well, we do. It's this little portable one. I was like, okay, let's try this. And let me tell you, that soup took way longer to cook than it needed to, because I had to break it up into like fours. Because with the blender that we have now today, it's just a regular one. You just dump whatever you need.
Ninja. It's a Ninja. It is a Sponsor us if you feel the need.
Ninja blenders are amazing. But this little portable blender...
The best.
This little portable blender literally goes like... And it doesn't blend very well.
It's
like
for drinks, not
it's just
soup.
Even though, like, if you don't screw the lid on all the way, the fluids would leak out of it, and so then you're just holding the button down, and there's just fluids dripping down in your hands, just like getting all sticky and gross. And yeah, so I told him, I was like, man, you've had this for a long time. You need to get rid of it. We should buy a different one. I promise you. And literally, like, the first week of us having our new Ninja blender, we made smoothies like every single day, and he likes them. So
I like your little fairy tale story there. There's only one little flaw. I would never ask you to make soup because I don't like soup.
Yes, you do.
You made that all up.
No, you do like soup. You like tomato basil soup that I make, and my cabbage soup I make.
But you don't make that in a blender.
I do sometimes have to blend my tomato basil soup.
Not in my portable little blender.
No, we haven't had a portable one in over a year.
I don't know. I'm not buying this story.
Whatever.
Are you buying this?
Yeah, a little portable blender would be hard to make a soup with.
Fact.
But, I mean, like,
But
are you
that's
buying
no
into
reason
the
to
fact
get
that
rid
I
of-
would ask her for soup?
But that's no reason to get rid of the small portable blender.
It's for, like, margaritas, baby.
Well, first of all, you tried to make a margarita, and you're like, this sucks, because literally, it took forever.
Remember Captain
No,
and
it's
OJ
good.
slushies, dude?
Oh,
We were making those with
they
those?
were like Orange Julius's, kind of.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Those are good.
Oh my goodness.
Well, here's a question for you guys. How has married life treated you so far? How do you like it?
It's horrible. Don't do it. Be free. Get away. Just joking.
You want to go?
You can.
There is truth behind everything that's hard. Does sometimes have rewarding moments in it. Marriage is not easy. It doesn't matter how much marriage counseling you do or how many people you talk to, how long you wait, whatever books you read, anything like that. You're never going to be fully prepared, and that is okay. But the choice you got to make every day is whether you're going to love that person or not. And if you love that person, you're willing to do anything, and you are willing to get through the hard moments with them, and also making sure you have good friends around you, and also just amazing people that help you out and have been in those positions where people in your life who have very unbiased opinions, and they'll call you out and be like, dude, you did this wrong, or you both are wrong, this is where you both are in the wrong, or whatever. Marriage is always going to be hard, but you also overcome certain obstacles to prepare you for the future. So that's kind of how I would say marriage is great, but it's a lot of work. So
Yeah, I would definitely say there's a lot of difficult times. It's very hard to like reconcile differences, especially since you know well that I've been doing like my own thing when I want to, how I want to for the past few years, basically.
Yep.
So that was hard to like. You have to ask somebody like, "Oh, can I go do this?" or "Is it okay if I do this?" instead of like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go do it because I feel like it." So that's really hard for me to like. That was hard for me to adjust to, but it's getting better.
Nice.
We definitely we are different in a lot of ways, and that's what like the hardest part. But it's like she said, it's rewarding, especially I think for me, the fact to know that no matter what happens, like no matter how I mess up, no matter how much we fail each other, that we love each other and we choose to love each other. Even if we make big mistakes or dumb, stupid mistakes, and we both, we can both come back to each other and forgive, and move past things.
also, like, one other thing I'm going to throw in is sometimes you just got to put your pride off to the side and just be the bigger man and be like, okay, I'm sorry, I screwed up. This was uncalled for. And it doesn't matter. Like, being married, I've learned, it doesn't matter if you're married or you have coworkers or friends. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You are always going to be further in life if you own up to your own mistakes. You are going to be recognized for being that honest person and being that person who's authentic and is willing to call out their own flaws, because we all want to be fake around here a lot of the times, but the most authentic people are the most honest and the most true, and they are the people that you go to no matter what it is. And that's something I've learned through marriage is you got to be authentic and be yourself and own that 1%, even if you think you did nothing wrong, because no one's ever perfect and we all make our own mistakes, so own them. So
Yeah, I definitely would say it's easier and like much easier and much more difficult than people think in different ways. There's just different. You just have to you have to step into those shoes to see. It's just hard to explain.
Yeah. What kind of advice would you guys have for the youngsters dipping their toes into this marriage thing? Thinking about jumping into it. What would you say to them?
We're going to throw out here, we haven't been married for a year yet. So I'm just saying we know a little, but not much. But I would definitely say it doesn't matter where you are, but make sure you are in the right mindset and you want to get married. If you want to get married, and if you don't want to get married, make that very clear to your partner. And then also see about counseling, whether that's religious-based or just marriage counseling. I highly recommend that because you learn things about each other. When we were going through marriage counseling, I found out that I was very much of a person who's like, okay, this is black and white, and Hector is very much a rose-colored lenses guy, so he dreams a lot, and so that was something that we needed to know right off the bat to make things go better. And it's awesome that we both know our own weaknesses and strengths, but we also know each other's weaknesses and strengths as well, so we can help each other out.
Yeah, I would say my advice would be if you have stepped into that position, definitely this is really hard to do in the moment, but it's really helpful once you get it down. It's this quote of being the hero. Like, be the hero in the moment. Like, step up and just be like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that we're fighting about, it doesn't matter. I forgive you. I love you. Like, I'm still angry with you. I'm still frustrated, but I forgive you. I'm sorry. Let's move past this. Like, just step up and be the hero. It's hard to do, and you're not going to be able to do it every time. You can't master that, but you can definitely keep that in your mind and be like, you know what? This doesn't matter ultimately. Like, I forgive you. I love you. I'm sorry. Now let's take the steps to move on from this. So
it also doesn't matter what stage you are in a relationship, whether you're dating, engaged, or married. There's always going to be fighting. There's always going to be battles. You just need to realize, like, is this a battle we're willing to die on today? What are we fighting about? And it doesn't, like, there's always going to be big problems and small problems. You just have to communicate, and communication is never going to be completely 100% perfect. You're always going to have things to work on. We've been in each other's lives for a while now, and today I'm still learning so many things about him, which makes me love him even more every day, to be honest. So
Aw, you make me blush. No, I would say the same thing for sure. But I'm liking it. It's hard. Sometimes I want to jump out the window.
But other times it's fun because you're my best friend, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yep, you're my girl best friend.
Yeah.
And she cleans the house for you.
And she cleans. No, I do a lot of the cleaning too. I do a lot of the cleaning. I make the freaking bed. I do all the other stuff.
I feel like
Sometimes.
we will, if there's a week that we're feeling like we can't do our best, we usually do a pretty good job being able to pick up each other's slack, as long as we communicate that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
One thing I would say I really appreciate about you lately is that you're willing to try my dumb hobbies. Like, you've been playing Halo with me, and I've loved it. I've been having so much fun. I honestly don't even play. I just watch your screen and watch you, like, kill things.
I have, like, another side of me when I play video games. I get really frustrated, and then I start yelling at the screen.
I know. Those poor grunts, you're screaming obscenities at them, and it's...
I just
like,
don't really know what to do right now. But I feel like it's getting a little bit better.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun.
So. Nice.
Yeah.
What made you... My question for you was going to be, what made you want to marry an idiot?
Oh, you're definitely not an idiot. I could tell you that for sure. No, you just kind of came into my life unexpectedly. Before I met you, like 2 weeks before I met you, I literally called my best friend. I was like, men are dumb. I never want to be married. I want to be the crazy cat lady for the rest of my life. And with your old job, I came by your old job to pick up some medicine. You used to be a technician. And I just picked it up, and you were flirting with me hardcore, but I tried to ignore it. And
That's not true.
It was so true. It was so true.
You walked away, and then you added me on Instagram.
Okay, Actually, no, I did not add you onto it. Well, yes, you did pop up. I did add you onto Instagram, but I didn't search you up or anything. You were literally on my feed on Instagram.
Okay.
And so I added you, and not even like 2 hours later.
It's kind of like when you're talking about like buying. You're like, oh, I want like I don't know, some underwear, and then all of a sudden like underwear ads pop up on your phone everywhere.
Yeah, kind
You're
of.
like, you were thinking you wanted me, and then I came up on your phone.
But okay,
It's all
so
by design. Yeah.
the funniest thing.
Our Apple overlords were blessed you that day.
The funniest thing at my old job, I used to work in retail, and your mom came in and was like, hey, like talking to me, talking you up, and she was asking me if I was single, and I was like, yeah, I'm single, living the life over here. And like a week later, you were at the pharmacy, and I just came by, and you were flirting with me, and you were being nice. You're always really nice, to be honest. Like, you always ask people questions, and you care, and me in the moment, I didn't know you, but I did know you. I've known you probably since my childhood. Our family's timelines kind of overlapped, and you were just flirting with me, and I was just like, this guy, he's nice, but I don't know him, and I don't know what to do, and it was
Flirting?
Just, yeah, you were flirting,
I
but
asked
also
you
you
if
were
you were
asking
going
me
to
a lot of
college.
questions.
I was asking how it was. That's it. I didn't.
Well, okay, here's
Hey,
the
baby,
So
here's
she
your
was-
drugs.
She was pursuing you, huh? That's how it went.
Hello, sexy. I have your prescriptions right here.
That did
Ready
not
to
happen. No, you were just asking me
You got
questions.
the goods?
You were
Ooh,
not
I
flirting.
got your fungal cream.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
No. But, so I added you, and then you just started texting me on Instagram a lot, and you were just super nice, and you asked a lot of questions. You asked about my family, which was really cool, because you knew my family, and so I was like, wow, this guy cares about my family, or is he just trying to pursue me? So I kind of gave you some time, and then a few days later, you asked me on a date, and I was like, sure. And
Well, we were friends for a while before
yeah.
we started dating.
Well, we went out. Our first date actually was church, and it was funny because I was like, if he shows up, I will pursue him. If he doesn't, well, I'm not going to pursue him. And he showed up about 10 minutes late. But my little sister was like, is that Hector? And I was like, I think so. And then, yes, it was him in the distance, and he was such a gentleman, and he was kind to my sisters. And, yeah, the rest is history, and here we are now married, and we're talking on a podcast together, which is really crazy. So, yeah.
If only we had a time machine. I'm just joking.
That is cool with a small town. You already had those loose connections, and then
Yeah, our sisters are the same age, which is really cool. Our sisters are in the same grade, and they knew each other. But Hector's a year older than me, and I knew of him, but I didn't know him because he was just in a bunch of different classes than I am, and we never had a single class together, so.
Nope. But yeah, that's the origin story.
Funny story, though. Teacher and I used to dance together
wait, when was this?
when we were, like, in elementary school.
Oh, for ballet stuff. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Small
I
world.
used to do ballet.
Weren't you the
It was
Rat
for
King?
football. It was for football.
Yeah.
The coach said I needed to do
All right,
ballet
there,
to do
Travis
football.
Kell, simmer down.
No, I don't know. My sister was. I was really young, but
Yeah,
no,
you were
I wasn't the
like-
Rat King. I was just one of the lowly rat soldiers.
It's
The
just
Nutcracker.
a minimum wage rat.
Yeah, minimum wage. I did play Fritz one year.
Fritz.
I was Fritz
Who's that?
in the Nutcracker.
The kid?
Yeah, he's the brother that fucks up the Nutcracker.
Oh, yeah, what an asshole. Yeah, that's perfect for you.
Yeah, I'm always
Ruining people's
Ruining-
lives.
I can't imagine
Like
that.
like a leech or a barnacle.
no.
No, to be honest, Ty's like always super nice.
Yeah,
I can't
he's
imagine
amazing.
him being a little turd head. I
Yeah?
really can't.
Thanks.
No,
I've always been the little golden child.
pretty much.
But Yeah.
Yeah, you're the punching bag for your sister.
Pretty much. She took out all her aggression on me.
Yeah.
Through childhood.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions
It
for
wasn't
us?
that bad.
Yeah, I actually have another question. If you guys could buy your dream cars right now, what would they be?
Oh.
Oh.
I got too many.
Okay, let's pick one. You can only afford one of them. But what would it be and why?
Well, if I had just one choice, I'd pick like one of those like 50s Ferraris and then sell it and then buy a bunch of the ones that I do want.
Like what?
One that my affordable dream car is a 2007 Subaru WRX STI. That'd be fun. It'd be cool.
I wouldn't want to get an STI from it, though.
22B. You know, those are sweet. One of those Pro Drive Subarus from the 90s. I'd like a Murcielago someday. Lamborghini Murcielago.
Don't know what that is, but it sounds
Gated
sick.
manual. Yeah, beautiful. I'd like a Countach as well someday.
Coondog?
Countach.
Oh.
That's another Lamborghini.
Okay.
I have just a bunch of random cars that I like. You know, like I want I want an 80s Land Cruiser really bad. A 90s Tacoma. They're not technically not Tacomas, but like one of those. I just got a bunch of random ones, but if I ever won the lottery, I'd have to buy a big garage just to fill up with random weird cars and stuff.
Oh my.
They wouldn't even necessarily be nice new ones. They'd be.
You can only
old
ever drive
ones.
one at a time, though. That's your problem.
Yeah, but I'd get to drive all of them at some point.
Maybe with all the lists, you might get there.
My dream job would probably be like a car journalist, where you just get to drive a bunch of different cars. I'd like to drive every car ever made, really.
Really? Even like a Denali?
I think I've driven one. Yeah, I have driven one of those before.
Why? Those are not interesting at all. to
No,
drive.
there's just some weird older cars and stuff too that just, you know, they have character and it'd just be fun to drive and learn their quirks and whatnot. And yeah.
Yeah. Mine would be a 2011 Toyota 4Runner.
That's what we own, bro.
That's cool. You already have your dream car.
I know. I made it. No, I don't know. I have no idea, honestly.
No?
No.
What kind of vehicles do you like?
Maybe like the 50s or 60s Cadillac. Like the one that we were talking about. The cream colored one.
Okay. You'd probably be... You like the 80s styles more? Or like 60s, like Cadillacs with the big fins on them? And
Oh, no. Then the 80s. Yeah.
80s square, boxy ones?
Yeah,
Me
exactly.
too. I want one of those boat cars real bad. I'd like a 60s Cadillac with the big old fins and everything. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Model T, is that your dream car?
Model T. No.
No? You
No.
wouldn't want a Model T?
Nope. Nope, I wouldn't. But I got to piss, so I'm going to pause it.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
We got drinks. We took pisses. We looked at cars. Speaking of which, you were going to say your favorite?
Oh, yeah. So my dream vintage car would probably be a 1970s Porsche 911. Do I know what color? No. But just having one would be freaking cool. But a newer vehicle,
Vagina pink.
Ew. That was really disturbing.
Silver's nice.
But
Silver's nice and
Silver.
actually, I kind of
Alright.
like the black ones. The black ones are pretty
Black
cool.
looks good on any vehicle.
Does it though? There's
Well,
some
what
vehicles.
vehicle that it doesn't look good on?
I'm not real good at vehicles, but there's some black vehicles I see, and I'm like, ooh, why? Why does that vehicle even exist?
It looks good on you, baby.
I'm not black.
Huh?
I'm not black.
No, I know, but black. Like the color black.
What?
The color black looks good on you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's all I was saying. Jeez. Twisting my words, why don't you?
But if I was
get me
to
canceled.
Black would look nice on a Prius. So I don't know. It's just a universal color that looks good on anything.
But if I was to get like a vehicle today that's a newer model, it would probably be like a 2024 Tundras. They're really cool looking.
Those are nice. Yes.
They're really expensive though, but they're really cool. So that's probably what I would do. So then we can go skiing and backpacking and all of the outdoor stuff and take the vehicle wherever. So
I think my top pick, if I was to just get any vehicle, would be like a 80s homologation Audi Quattro.
Is that
Those
all
things
one?
Are sweet.
Is that all one vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Homologation
80s
means like
amalgamation.
Homologation
Audi
means
Quattro.
that they have rules within rally racing that the companies that produce them have to make a certain number of cars before that car can be made into a race car and race. And they didn't make very many of those because that was through Group B days and the homologation numbers were way down. Like before, I think it was like 2,000 cars or something you had to make before you get that car into the race. And I think they dropped it down to like 200. So I think it's like a super rare car. There's not very many of them out there.
Would you just turn around and resell it?
No. that would be a keeper. I love it. Yeah, they're gorgeous. But
yeah.
What
about like off-road vehicle wise?
Off-road vehicle?
What would you go for?
There's a lot of them I like. Land Cruiser is probably my top pick. I really like the older Mitsubishi Pajeros.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are sick.
They have really cool homologation ones from like the 90s and stuff. Those are badass. The 80s Pajeros are really cool too.
Pajero.
I'm probably saying that wrong.
I don't know.
Pajero. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. But yeah, those are sweet. Yeah, those are cool off-road vehicles. I want a trophy truck someday.
You gonna take it to King of Hammers?
Yeah, it'd be sick. Go to the dunes, anywhere. Go anywhere you want.
Yeah, that would be sick. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions for us?
I do not. Any questions for me?
What's your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie? Ooh. That's a good one. The safest one is the chocolate chip cookie.
It's just a classic.
It's a classic.
Classic.
You can never go wrong with classic. But if I feel like a little extra, I would probably say like a white chocolate macadamia
I thought you were
cookie.
going to say oatmeal raisin.
No, oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yeah, you're kind of a square sometimes.
They're not so good. They're not the best. But also like my favorite cookie to make is it's the no bake cookies.
Those are very good. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the meme that we saw the other day of it's like got the picture of the Walmart sugar cookies and it's like this is what Crumble Cookie be trying to make.
They're trying to beat that.
Yeah.
They can't.
No, they can't. They can create all the cookies they want. Crumble Cookie's so good though.
Pretty good.
I wish we had a crumble cookie nearby, to be honest, because those cookies are so good.
My favorite cookie? I don't know. I'd have to go. That's so tough.
Just DoorDash it.
What are the Samoas from?
The Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Those are
Thin
so
Mints.
good.
Thin Mints in the freezer.
Do you
How
Those are the
original.
best.
do you eat your Thin Mints just by themselves, or do you eat them with milk?
By themselves. I've never tried them with milk.
They're
probably
really good.
I just put them in the freezer and eat them frozen. That's the way to do it.
Did you see that they have Girl Scout cookie cereals?
No.
I think they have Thin Mint cereal.
Oh, that might be worth a shot.
I thought it was at Walmart, so.
I've recently gotten back into cereal.
Cereal connoisseur.
I haven't eaten cereal in years.
Favorite cereal would have to
But I
be
just bought
Life.
some.
Just the good old fashioned cinnamon Life cereal, dude.
Or Cinnamon
Just
Toast
the original
Crunch.
Life cereal is really good.
It's so
surprisingly.
good.
And it's, as a kid, I would have thought this is gross and shitty.
No, I loved
Now that
it.
I've
Even
matured.
wasn't when I was a baby. I loved it.
Oh, I love that Life cereal, and then Cinnamon Toast Crunch is also really
Oh,
good. Especially the
Crunch is
milk
good.
after the cereal's all gone, you drink it, and it's like, oh, spot on.
Oh, you remember the Crave cereal?
With the chocolate in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff didn't last very long, but
That cereal sucked. It was not.
It was
that
okay.
Great. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It had chocolate in the
a few
middle.
times.
What's the cereal with like the? It's almost got like Frosted Flakes, but with like dried strawberries in it. Is that
Oh,
Special
you're
K?
thinking Raisin Bran. aren't
No, it doesn't have raisins in it. It's like got dried strawberries, like the crunchy.
Oh,
strawberry.
Special K.
Yeah. Oh.
you? Is that, I've never had that.
It's so
Oh,
good. If you would have asked me this 5 years ago, I would have said Apple Jacks, 100%.
Apple Jacks.
They're
Did you
so
see they
good.
changed the packaging on them?
They don't have the
They're
little
all-
cinnamon dude and the apple
They
guy.
made them look horrible. The cinnamon guy is no longer
Like Rasta?
Jamaican. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Was it like racist to have a Jamaican on your cereal box as a cinnamon stick?
Answer us. Email us at
I don't know.
therealoriginalpod@gmail.com.
What about you, Tyler? What's your favorite kind of cookie?
My cookie.
Back to cookie. Yeah. Thin Mints in the freezer, right? No,
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are good. Chocolate chips always a good option. I used to, as a kid, I like double chocolate cookies. Those are my favorite. Yeah.
the double
Yeah.
chocolates are good.
Oh yeah.
And did you answer it, baby?
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with Samoa's.
Yeah.
That, or I was gonna say Oreos because they're just so classic. They're so good. When you put milk, like you get
Oreos
milk
are
and you
good,
just
yeah.
sauce. They're sopping wet.
Yep.
They're soaked.
You just drop them in there and you scoop them out with a spoon once
They're
fall apart
soggy.
at the bottom.
Oh, so good. I could house those things.
Oh yeah.
I could do a whole row and a half in like 20 minutes. Swear down. They're awesome. Favorite cereal?
Cereal? Frosted Flakes used to always be my favorite.
Oh, the milk afterwards on that is probably the best.
Oh, yeah.
I remember as a kid, like getting ready in the morning, my mom would be in the shower and stuff, and then I'd just like douse that shit with sugar. The best part was you'd like scrape your spoon at the bottom of the bowl and come up and it'd be full of the sugar that's been in the milk.
You put
And you
sugar
just
in there
eat that.
on top of the Frosted
Yeah.
Flakes? Dude, that's way too much sugar.
My grandma would, her special treat was putting half and half, a little bit of half and half in your cereal. That was good shit.
It just made it thicker.
Yeah, it was
That
awesome.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, and the half and half just tastes good anyway.
Well,
so.
Have you
It's
ever
not
had
healthy.
malto meal?
I
I love malto meal, dude.
really like with the cream of wheat.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
same, pretty much the
Is it
same
the same
thing.
thing?
Yeah. So like my mom would get us the chocolate one,
Mm.
and she'd make it, and then she'd make it with peanut butter, and like
Oh.
swirl the peanut butter in there. It was
There
so
you go. That does sound
freaking
really
good. Oh, that was a classic like weekend
Mm.
breakfast for us.
Cream of wheat is
It just, for me, it just depends. Like at home, we had cereal. It was like Cheerios, really.
Mm.
But at my grandma's house, I had Special K, and then my great grandma's house, it was Frosted Flakes always, and Pepsi there. But you don't do those together. But I was always excited to be at her house. And then my other grandma, it was it Raisin Bran?
Yeah, Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
I was never a fan.
It was not great.
That
So.
Raisin Bran can go in the garbage.
It wasn't good. I do not recommend that. But
It can
if you
go
like
into
it,
the,
whatever.
that's like part of the food you donate to the to the cupboard.
I'd say my least favorite cereal has to be Lucky Charms. The marshmallows are good, but the little brown bits, they just suck.
Lucky Charms are awesome. You're forgetting that like the Chex Mix cereal exists and like the Honey Nut Cheerios, like the bland ones, the
no,
wheat
they
ones.
suck, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Chex
suck
Mix
too, but-
cereal came when we were a little bit older. Like, we didn't really grow up on that. But do you remember the
Technical
honeycombs?
life is...
Ooh, the
Chex
honeycombs.
The honeycombs.
Have you ever had the
Honeycombs
Oh,
were
man.
great.
Oh,
Pops, too. Pops were awesome.
the crispy Rice
Corn
Krispie
Pop
treat.
ones.
Oh no, that was different. Yeah, corn
Yeah, it's
pops
like
were
the
good
yellow-
too. Yeah, the
yeah.
little yeah.
Yep.
Little beans, yeah.
Yeah, whenever I ate frosted mini wheats, I'd pick through them, and I'd always save the one with the most frosting on it for last.
Yeah, you dig through it with the spoon. Yeah, and you look for the one with all the white on top.
Them,
yeah.
You're like,
it's like
these
the Dorito
ones
with all
these
the
ones
spice
are shitty.
on
They
it.
got it all knocked off of them, so I'm gonna eat those.
Okay, I have a question. So what's the cereal called that looks like Triscuits with frosting on it?
Triscuits?
But
that's the one we were just
that's
talking about.
the frosted mini wheats. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like a little confused there for a second. But they also made strawberry flavor ones of those too. Do you remember those?
I might have only eaten those once or twice.
They weren't as good as the original ones.
I'm probably gonna get
Were you
roasted for this, but hot take: frosted mini wheats are mid.
Yeah, they're all right, but not my favorite.
They're not good. They're
so
okay.
big.
Like if it was the only thing I had left to eat for breakfast, I would eat it.
They're so damn big too, and
yeah.
I've never liked like the Cocoa Puffs and the Reese's Puffs just because
Reese's Puffs suck, and
it
I love
tears
Reese's.
the shit out of the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, they did.
There's
for
no
some
way
reason.
not to get them to tear up your mouth.
Remember the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? The dude, the flamingo, or whatever it
It's
was.
just like I think he's a cuckoo bird.
He's some kind of a bird creature. Yeah,
Like, did you both have braces growing up?
I had them.
Do you remember like eating food and like the food would be stuck in your braces and you sit there all day?
Ew.
Like especially in the morning,
Yeah.
like right after you brush your teeth or eating your
Disgusting.
cereal and there's like a piece of it stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible.
I still have the permanent retainer, so I still deal with that a bit. It
I ripped
fucking
one of mine
sucks.
out. Don't tell my orthodontist, guys. Shh.
How'd you tear
remember
it
I
out?
had-
How'd you do that?
To be honest, I don't really know. I just remember I was on this ski chairlift in high school, and
A
I
nail
was
file and
No.
some wire cutters.
so I was just chilling on the chairlift in high school, and I was just sitting there, and my tongue like hit the back of my teeth on the bottom, and I like got cut, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah.
And then I like got off the chairlift and then went to the lodge, and I like pulled on it, and there's my permanent retainer, and so I just was like, this is stupid. I was skiing all weekend and I wasn't gonna be in town, so I just like ripped it out. And then I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I ripped out my permanent retainer. And so my orthodontist glued it back in one more time, and it was like $100 each time. I was like, screw this. But the worst part, my parents made me pay for it, which is not bad. I kind of deserved. I ripped that out, but so I did that one more time, and my orthodontist glued it in again, and then I did it one more time. It just broke off again, and my mom was like, "Do you want to get it redone?" I was like, "No, I don't want to spend $100 again." So now I only have one of them. I only have my top one, not my bottom one. But
I just have them on the bottom teeth, but it hasn't done shit. I don't wear my retainers anymore because they're annoying.
I have mine,
But
I don't
yeah,
use
my
them.
bottom teeth got all crooked, and then my top teeth without the permanent retainer, they're just fine. So
It's just
It
hard to
didn't do
remember to
shit.
wear the retainer like at
yeah,
night. You
and
know?
they
It's hard,
suck.
it's hard to
too.
remember
It's
to put it
just-
in.
Like I can hardly fall asleep when I got all that stuff.
'Cause
in
it
my
hurts,
mouth.
yeah.
it hurts. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had this palate widener. Have you ever seen one of those?
Oh, the
I'm
palate
glad I
expander?
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Mine
had
were pretty.
that was like the
yeah,
first thing that
didn't
I
get to do
had,
that.
and they hooked it up to the roof of your
God.
mouth, and it had this little thing that you put the key in there, and then you'd
Mm.
stretch it out. You have to do 2 clicks every night.
Oh.
And I got it on my birthday. I was turning 13.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I had all my friends over, and my mom ordered a pizza, like my favorite pizza. And she got my favorite cake, and I was pissed. I was so mad because I couldn't eat it because it hurt so bad to
Oh,
eat
no.
anything. And the pizza was getting like stuck up on top, and like
Oh.
it was disgusting.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was horrible. That thing is, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'm glad I got it. My teeth are a lot better now than they were. Horrible, ugly.
Have you
hideous.
ever seen any kids wearing the halo like they had in the cartoons and shit?
What?
Oh, like
The
that
halo,
came out. Like
yeah, it's like the big ring around your face, and it had like 2 things.
Oh.
you're talking about, like from Willy Wonka.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen them, but I heard about them being real. They exist.
I like when he digs it out of the fireplace and eats it still.
The candy. Yeah.
That was funny. I remember having my palate expander, and I love blueberries. And the blueberries would get stuck on the top of my palate expander.
You had that too?
Yeah, I had that for like 8 months. It was a long time. And I like had blueberries get stuck on the top, and so I sounded like Darth Vader because I was trying to like blow it out, and it was horrible. And then there would be points that I would just like take like other food and just try to shove it out. It was horrible.
That's gross.
The most I ever had to do is rubber bands between,
I got rubber bands in 5th grade.
I never wore mine. Like, I got them and I never put them in, ever.
That's how long did you have braces?
Oh, I had them for a long time.
So that's probably why you weren't listening to them.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I had
doing
mine
what I
for
was
2
supposed to.
years, but
I was only supposed to have my braces for a year, but then I kept losing my teeth in my braces, so I ended up being in braces for 2 years.
losing your teeth?
Yeah, they had to put me in braces in 5th grade.
Oh.
So I didn't lose all my baby teeth, and so I would pull them out.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Getting them off was like the best feeling ever. Though.
I just remember running my tongue around my
it
face,
felt
like
so
my
smooth.
teeth. Yeah.
And your gums feel good after that because they've been just rubbing against metal for 2 years.
Yeah, that was always the best feeling. I got my braces off on the 3rd of July. I remember that because I was so excited to eat warheads and lemon heads. I don't know why, warheads and lemon heads. I was just so excited to eat that. Now I don't really like those candies, but
I've never been into sour candies. So.
I used to love it. Now I'm like, I'll pass on sour candies.
Yeah. Yep. Braces suck. I'm glad that's over.
Yep, but it's good that we've had them. You get a nice smile afterwards.
Yeah, my mouth looked like pizza, like a slice of pizza.
Oh, really?
Like the way that my teeth came in, they were like so messed up.
Oh man.
They were like my front two were like that, and then like everything else is just so jacked up from that. So I'd have a palate expander, and then it was. I still have a little bit of an overbite, but.
Oh, I had an underbite really bad.
Underbite.
Like a pug dog.
Yeah, I did look like a pug dog. Honestly, I looked like a freaking pug. But I don't anymore. I hope I don't. But
how did they fix that?
Oh, they had to like put a palate expander because my top.
Isn't that what the rubber bands are for?
So they have the palate expander, but then they also have rubber bands in. And then so then they did that, and then I had rubber bands, like the ones with your braces, you have the hooks. So I had to wear those for a while. But it works now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, any other questions from you?
Oh yeah, I got one for you guys. You guys have that pass thing if a celebrity, if you ever had a shot at one, that you get a pass. Is that a thing with you guys?
No.
Not
worth it.
What celebrity would be it if it was?
Honestly,
you don't have to answer that. Maybe that'll cause
we are pretty dang loyal to each other. Like from the beginning, we just set boundaries with each other and as a relationship, and so we never really have. I've never really personally thought about any other celebrities. I don't know about you, but I haven't.
A lot of people have those. It's just a kind of a joke, though. It's not like it's not like it's.
If you saw Ashton Kutcher walking down the street,
I feel
would you allow you to get him?
That's a future problem if stuff doesn't go well, but I don't foresee that happening. So.
No.
We get some celebrities through here sometimes.
Not
you would have had a shot at no.
Arnie.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, but I don't think we really have that set up, so.
Like, obviously it's never gonna happen, but.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Mine?
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel.
Don't know who that is.
Is she in the 500 Days of Summer?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's also Jess from New Girl.
Oh, right.
She's super pretty, and she's also in
she's
The
awesome.
Elf. And
Seeing her in 500 Days of Summer makes me not like her, though.
But that movie's like so realistic, though. Like
That's what I mean. She's probably like that.
no, it's
Women
just,
are like that.
I have a couple celebrity crushes, but
She is really pretty, though. I'll admit that.
Kristen Bell is another one. I picture her right there.
I can't. Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Kristen Bell, you know
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
She's pretty too.
Yep.
Who else? But that's quite the diversity. One of them is like black hair, and the other one's blonde hair.
Yeah, I guess Erin from The Office.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
She's
I
smoking.
don't recall. I didn't get that far.
But yeah, that is later seasons. But,
Is that when Will Ferrell comes in?
It might be after that actually. Even that's like pretty late in there, but.
Sheesh. All right. Any other questions? I think I don't have any more. I'm
I
out.
got one more celebrity crush.
Who?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, 100%.
He is pretty freaking hot. Yeah. That's my celebrity pass, baby.
What?
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Okay, whatever.
Joking.
Me and you will be Eskimo brothers with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
No, that's fucked up. That is fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else. Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. I'm
Petering out here.
I'm exhausted of content. I can't say anything else.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any other questions,
You don't have
babe?
anything else?
No, just thank you for having me on your guys' podcast. But other than that,
Thanks for coming. You don't have any
Thanks for
questions?
coming.
Any more questions for us?
no, I don't have any
This
more
is your last
questions.
chance. I'm not going to answer anything else.
Unless I'm on
No.
another episode in the future.
Never gonna happen. This is your only shot.
This is our last episode ever.
No,
We're
it's
shutting
not.
the doors.
No, it's
We
not.
had a woman on the podcast. That's it for us, boys.
Yeah,
That's it.
we sold out. All right, well, that's it then.
That is it.
All right. We'll catch you guys next week, hopefully.
As always, I love you.
Yeah, that's not any less weird this time. But I love you too, so. Okay.
Thank you. Subscribe.
Yeah, check us out on Instagram, YouTube,
Yep.
Twitter, X, whatever it is these days.
Something, probably.
Yeah, somewhere. You might be able to find us somewhere.
Thank you. If you've gotten this far, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yep. You want to say any closing thoughts? Any last word?
Subscribe and follow them on Instagram.
Hell yeah. I can agree
Love
with
you.
that.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah, thanks, baby. Thanks, Ty.
All right.
This has been the Real Original Podcast. See you later.
Whoosh, whoosh.